There's a really popular advertisement copy these days where actor Yoo Hae-jin comes out with an expressionless face and says, "I don't want to do anything, I'm already doing nothing, but I want to do nothing with more intense passion." I don't even remember what the ad was for or why he's saying he doesn't want to do anything, but I can't help but to feel drawn to what he's saying and his sad facial expression, and I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people who see the ad. These are difficult times, and we may all be going through a rough patch, and that's probably why we all empathize with this ad that says we don't want to do anything. Well, I don't want you guys to do anything right now. Do nothing with passion. All you need to do is listen, and I'll do everything for you. Trust me, I'm your oppa, and B.I.G. comes like itty, woo! The first song you heard today, Monday, October 26th, 2015, was Wonder What You're Doing for the Rest of Your Life by Train featuring Marsha Ambrosius. What's up, Music Access fam? Didn't I just sound really trustworthy just now when I said trust me? How are you doing these days? If you're doing well, that's great, but if you're going through a rough patch in life, you're not alone. Let's all cheer up and overcome these hard times together, okay? And it's a Monday that Benji Oppa will do everything, and all you need to do is listen. But remember, you guys have to send me messages to keep me company so I know that you're here. Also, I don't know why, but on the real-time search portal for one of these search engines, not the green one, but the one that rhymes with realm, B.I.G. is the #1 search term right now. I don't know what it is, but yeah! We're doing something right! Alright, so for our first corner, we have our daily corner. Or for our first hour, we have our daily corners. Me, you, and All About Music with Season 2 Benji Style and Message Time in store for you. And for our second hour, K-pop, K-drama, K-stars. We'll take some time to talk about what's going on in the entertainment world with All That K. Karen will join us in the studio for that in the second hour. Now, here's how you can listen and participate. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Arirang Radio app or TuneIn Radio app to listen to our programs and send in your messages. And if you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. And remember, if you have any songs that you want to hear today, or maybe a song you want to let someone hear as a gift, go ahead and send these requests onto our message board under the title Request. Now we'll come right back after a song for message time, and we're going to check out the song I Don't Like It, I Love It by Flo Rida featuring Robin Thicke. We just heard the song I Don't Like It, I Love It by Flo Rida featuring Robin Thicke, and it's time for message time. And our first message comes from Yunita Swinyo from Indonesia saying, Aloha Benji, LOL Benji, you're our oppa, ha 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 ha. I mean, I'm oppa to some people, obviously. I may not be oppa to everybody, but I'm oppa to some people. I don't see how that's a laughing matter, Yunita. I am a very old person. I'm currently 24, which means as an idol, I'm currently not the youngest spring chicken of them all, but I am indeed a spring chicken. I don't know if that makes sense, but yes. And we have myself from the Philippines saying, Happy Monday. Hello, baby Benji. How was your weekend? I saw the photo posted in your group account earlier. You were with your members and uncles and aunties and grandpas and grandmas. Who are they? You all look happy in the picture. So, we did go to China recently, and during our China trip, we got a chance to go to a retirement home and help out, hang out with them, clean their floors. I played Chinese Checkers, I believe it's called, for the first time, which was super, super awesome. And it's actually a surprisingly difficult game. I played 2 games total, but it was, it's surprising because you need to like strategize everything, and I'm not a very much of a strategizer. I'm much more of a very, action-oriented gamer, so to speak. So, yeah, but it was a lot of fun, and we got to hang out with those sweet grandmas and grandpas. So, yeah, it was a good time. The weekend, it was pretty good, ate some good food, just chilling, having a good time, and, all in all, just a very, awesome kind of moment. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have more awesome weekends like that. And we have Claudia from Chile saying, "My dear Benji, long time no see, how have you been? You look extra cute today, and you look really comfy. Have a fantastic week, my dear, and please take care not to catch a cold. And please enjoy autumn for me. I'm dying here because it's spring and my allergies are killing me." It's spring! Oh my gosh. I would say for me, let's see. When it comes to spring, that's when a young man's fancy turns to thoughts of love. So if you see a boy around you who may be acting a little bit differently, be aware that he might be trying to, shove a little bit of romance, shower romance in the air, and make sure that you eat a lot of ice cream, because as it does get cooler, you're definitely as it gets warmer, you definitely want to going to have a cool moment. So enjoy ice cream instead of me, because now it's getting cold in Korea. That's how you can see that I'm wearing this beanie. And we have Mylene from the USA saying, "Hi Benji, looking super cute today. How was your weekend? Anything fun you want to share with us? I know you love food so much, but is there any kind of food that you can't eat? For me, I can't eat raw foods, especially from the ocean." So, what I would say is, I would actually recommend trying the Korean raw beef dish, the yukhae. It's really, really, really good, as long as it's prepared well. And it's a food that I think everyone should try at least once. And besides that, foods that I can't eat, I'm actually not that good with raw oysters, believe it or not. I can't eat a lot of the raw seafood, so, we're talking about, the sushi and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's interesting that I eat everything but that kind of, the delicacies. But I do eat a lot of meat, so I guess instead of fish, I eat 2 times the amount of meat, which makes me a very, very, very kind of healthy boy. I guess because I'm getting a lot of vitamin D. Is it vitamin D? I meant iron. Alright, so thank y'all for your amazing messages, and continue to send more messages on our message board. We're going to check out a song before we dive into our Miyu corner, and we're going to listen to the song Flashlight by Jessie J.
You're my flashlight. Miyu.
Spending time with me and you. Stories between me and you. Me, you. We always want to hear from you on Music Access. We want to hear from you about what kind of person you are, what you like, what you think about, and how you spend your day. We also want to know about your family, friends, coworkers, and the people around you. We want to know about them, how you know them, what kind of memories you have with them, and what you do with them. Our new daily corner, Me You, is all about that. Stories about me that I want to tell DJ Benji. Stories about the people around me that I want to tell our Music Access fam. Stories about my day, stories about my family, and stories about my friends. We'll share those stories about me, you, and everyone around us on Me You. Of course, how you can participate for Me You is by leaving us a message, either on our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess or via the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app using the comment function to write Me You on your title and leaving us your message that way. Now let's go to today's Me You first message, which comes from Shreya Talukdar from Bangladesh, saying, Benji, the Me You corner is pretty cool. So Benji, when you talked about the corner, I was thinking about what I should write, and so I decided to finally share about my family and my life a little bit. So I have my mom, dad, and one elder sister. They're my family. My sister is 8 years older than me, and I'm the youngest member of my family. So when I was 7 or 8 years old, my mom left me with my dad. Or rather, she moved into another city with my elder sister. My elder sister is very dependent because she grew up very dearly, and after completing school life, she wanted to move into another city for studying. Based on certain circumstances, we couldn't all move together, so my mom decided to go with my sister. My dad was always busy with his job, and he didn't have a lot of time to look after me, so sometimes I had to stay in my aunt's house. As time passed, I used to live by myself in my own style. I always did my best, so my parents were happy that I was not super dependent like my sister, and that I could handle myself, although I had to face some difficulties and problems when I was young, but from them I actually learned how to become stronger. Because we only have one life, problems are just like rain, but sun always shines after the rain. So lastly, I want to say this. Give me some sunshine, give me some rain, give me another chance so I can grow up once again. Thanks for reading my long message. That must have been very interesting, having, it's the first time I've kind of heard of a situation where, as the sister wanted to move to study in another city, the parent followed. Because usually, it's more like the siblings like, yo, so I'm going to go to college, I'm going to go to school, bye now, and then, they move into a dorm and they live by themselves for a long time. But I guess it's a little bit different in your sister's situation, because I guess she wanted to live with your mom. And, I kind of get what that must have been like, having to sometimes live by yourself and live off your own kind of lifestyle, which I'm sure it must have been difficult from a young age, but I think you grew up really, really well. And lastly, I think it's just you're so positive. Your outlook on everything is just super positive, which kind of, I guarantee that'll affect the people around you as well. As long as you stay positive, the people around you will definitely feel that positive energy, and definitely, even if they may start with a little bit of a more down mood than you are, by hanging out with you, I'm sure they'll be even happier. So keep up that positive outlook and that great independent lifestyle, and I'm sure that you'll get even stronger as life continues on. Now we're going to check out a song before we come back with another message for our Miyu Corner. And we're going to listen to the song that Mylene of the USA requested, Get the Party Started by Pink. We just heard the song Get the Party Started by Pink. Way throwback for that song. That was a old song. And today's second Miyu message is from Emily Yang from the USA, saying, So today I got off school and rested a bit before heading to work. Since I can't drive yet, my dad would drop me off on his way to work. And for some reason, when my dad suggested we take off a bit early, and so we don't get stuck in traffic and become late for work, I was like, okay. So while he was driving on the freeway, I was on my phone, and as I looked up, I saw we were passing my workplace. He completely forgot that I was still in the car waiting to be dropped off at work, and freaked out. I mean, how do you forget sitting in the passenger seat? Was I that invisible? Anyways, my dad made my day today when I wasn't in the mood that morning due to school and work. I didn't have enough time to sleep or rest when I got home from school, but I'm lucky enough to have a father as funny as him who can also help me with my positions for my volleyball class. Shout out to my favorite Appa, I love you. That sounds like a good time. I mean, I don't know how you would quite forget having someone in the passenger who was waiting to be dropped off, but that must have been a very, very funny experience. I think dads are a lot like that. When it comes to dads, we don't really kind of picture them. We always picture them as kind of Superman when we're growing up because they kind of figure everything out for us and all that stuff. And then as we grow up, we kind of realize that they're kind of doofuses. They're not always Superman. In some ways, they are kind of like Superman's dad. Like, that makes a lot of sense, actually, of course, because they are dads. I mean, like, in terms of, like, they're sometimes out of technology, generationally speaking, they're more accustomed to the generation before us. And, my dad currently is very much kind of that doofus. He's a very smart guy, very cool guy, very accomplished. But at the same time, there's moments that I think all dads have like this, that they're kind of absent-minded, maybe to a certain extent. That kind of stuff happens, and it's very silly, and it's even funnier because normally they're not like that, which makes it more of a cute moment for us, I believe. So yeah, shout out to my dad as well. You are awesome. And if you have a chance, get me some good food. I don't know, I just like eating. Alright, so thank you for your message, Emily, and I hope you'll send more messages to us for our corner, Me You. Alright, now here's how y'all can participate in this corner. Visit arirangradio.com/music access and write Me You on your message title, or download the Arirang Radio app or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone and use the comment function to write Me You on your title and leave us a message that way. Now we'll come right back after a song for All About Music with Season 2, Benji Style. And we're going to check out the song that Ngoc Huyen of Vietnam requested, Let Her Go by Passenger.
Oh, you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
All about music and all about quizzes. A great collaboration of music and quizzes. All about music quiz. Music, quiz, and Benji come together to make this corner more complete. All about music quiz season 2, Benji Style. So, let's check out what today's AA music quiz answer is. Okay, so the answer for today is a song title. And the group that sings this song is not a K-pop group, it's a Swedish duo. And you might think, I don't know any Swedish duos. What are you thinking, Benji? Give us an easier answer. But I'll be like, once you hear the song, you'll be like, oh, I know this song. So, wait for the music hint. But of course, that doesn't mean you'll be able to guess the answer with the first hint. So today's answer, which is this group's song title, is something we say when we're really happy or when we like something a lot. For example, I like to say this when someone asks me, do you like this dish? And I really, really, really like it. I say it when I like it, it's not enough to express my quote-unquote like for it. So I say, I blank it. You know, do you like cheeseburgers? Oh, I blank them. You like tacos and burritos? I blank them. Do you like fried chicken? I don't like it. I don't like it. I blank it a lot. So, what goes into the blank? If you know today's answer, go ahead and write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. We're looking for the 3-word phrase. Now we'll listen to a song and come back with the second hint for All About Music Quiz Season 2. And we're going to check out the song that Samantha of Australia requested, Fantastic by Rap Monster featuring Mandy Ventris. Oh yeah, we just heard the song Fantastic by Rap Monster featuring Mandy Ventris. And it's time to continue on with our All About Music Quiz Season 2 Benji Style. So today's answer is a song title. And for our second hit, of course, it's a music hint. See if you can guess the title of the song. Drop the beat, please.
I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I got that feeling on a summer day when you were gone. I pushed my car into the bridge, so much I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care.
Blanket. So, what is the answer for today? We're looking for that 3 words that they say in the song. If you know the answer, you can send it in using the comment function on your Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app, or you can go to our message board at www.arirang.radio.com/music access and leave your answer there. Don't forget to write answer on your title before you send your message. Now, before we move on right along, we're going to check out a song, and we're going to listen to the song that Shreya of Bangladesh requests, I Don't Care by 21.
하지 너 왜 이제 와만 딸리니 요즘 거짓말만 해도 수백 번 오늘 이후로 내 남자 울리는 bad girl 이제 눈물 한 방울 없이 날 비웃어 사랑이란 king of loser 우리 꿀꿀 잠은 쓴 이웃죠 아니 눈앞에서 당장 꺼져 나 clap your hands to this I don't care 그만하네 네가 어디에서만 하던 이젠 정말 상관 안 할게 비켜줄래 이제와 울고불고 매달리지만 You know I don't care I don't care You know I just don't care I don't care Boy I don't care
We just heard the song I Don't Care by 21, and it's time to move on to message time. 안녕하세요. Alright, so we have people stopping by next door, so I was just saying hi. Alright, so we have message time going on right now, and our first message comes from Nia Boo from the USA, saying, congratulations, B.I.G. People are curious about you. Haha, wow, awesome, you need to come back already. Here's a pic for anyone wondering. They're trending on the Korean search engine. That's not the one that rhymes with raver, but the one that rhymes with Raum. Yeah, so we were trending number 1. Now we're not, but we were, which means I guess people are super excited for our comeback, which should come sometime soon, so hopefully we'll get that going at some point. And yeah, that'll be good next month. And we have Shreya Talukdar from Bangladesh saying, Benji, how was your weekend? Anyway, I'm not late today. I finished all my assignments on time. So it's time to do nothing but listen to MA and Benji's awesome voice. By the way, Benji, you're looking so adorable today. I like the way you started today's show with positive energy. Your smile makes me happy. Have a nice day, Benji. Thank you. Of course, I am always such a positive energy maker, energy person, so I'm always super charged up for that. And I'm always dedicated to making sure that y'all have a better and better listening experience on Music Access. So make sure to tune in all the time. And of course, the more you tune in, the happier you become. It's like a vitamin. And we have Unita Swinyo from Indonesia saying, forever young. Ha 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 ha, 24 is not old, Benji. Although your age is not one of the youngest idols in Korea now, you always look young and are always shining brightly. Your personality makes you forever young, and it comes from your heart. So at least let's always have the spirit of youth, but also be mature. Well, definitely, I feel like when it comes to being an idol, you always have to maintain a youthful exuberance. And another part of being an idol is that you always have to be kind of old, but at the same time young. Because people expect you to act, young and fresh, but at the same time, they expect a certain amount of maturity. And I think one of the most important parts about that is finding that good balance. You can't always focus on acting young because then you can come off as immature. And at the same time, you can't always focus on being old because then you're not an idol anymore. Then you're just, old. 안녕히 가세요. The people on the left are leaving now. And you gotta always find that balance, which can be difficult to kind of work with. But I think it's something that you find out as you kind of promote as an idol. So make sure to always, you always have to make sure to focus on that when you're an idol in training. Don't worry, I'll always be forever young, but mature. And we have Jenny from the USA saying, hey Benji, I got back from NYC this weekend and I had a lot of fun. My friend, her siblings, and I did sightseeing and food adventures. We went to both botanical gardens in Brooklyn and Bronx, the Empire State Building, Central Park, Smorgasburg, and some restaurants. If you haven't heard of Smorgasburg, yeah, I was thinking about that. It is the greatest thing for a foodie because it's basically a food flea market with 100 vendors. There was such a variety of food from Scotch eggs, tacos, truffles, to ramen burgers, and duck legs. If you ever go back to the States, hit up Smorgasburg. It's in Brooklyn, and oh, did I mention it was free to get in? Well, I would assume it's free to get in because obviously you're going to have to pay for all that food, aren't you? But that sounds super, super awesome. For those of you who don't know what, the food she mentioned is, I'm sure you know what tacos and truffles and duck legs are. But for those of you who don't know what a Scotch egg is essentially it's a kind of a pub snack, which is kind of like a bar snack for Europe. And what it is it's a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat, coated in breadcrumbs, and deep fried. I mean, who wouldn't like something like that? I feel like that's like the best snack ever. And if you can get that at Smorgasburg with all your favorite other foods, then I feel like that's a place that I definitely want to stop by when I go back to the States. And we have Darcy Ann from the USA saying, Annyeong Benji, week 27 now. On Halloween 2015, I plan on dressing up as an old school Korean girl with a hanbok I will be crafting out of a quilted wardrobe. I'll be going to work dressed that way and greeting everyone who comes into the language lab, and I want to make sure that I introduce myself in Korean and use a little bit more of the language than I normally do. That's right, we have Halloween coming up this week. Who's ready for Halloween? Give me a whoop whoop. Give me a I want some candy. And give me a who's practicing on Halloween? I am this guy. That's right, I'm not really getting a Halloween party, but whether I party or not, I think that's irrelevant. As long as I can spread happiness and cheer to the people around me, I think I should be satisfied with that. But Darcy Ann, make sure to have fun for the both of us so that, we have a good time. Alright, so as we continue on, thank you everyone for sending these awesome, awesome messages. And now we're going to check out a song before we continue. And the song is something that Ryoko of Japan requested, Nothing Better by Brown Eyed Soul.
한순간도 깨지 않는 끝없는 꿈을 꾸죠. 이제 숨처럼 내 곁에 항상 쉬며 그렇게 있어주면 Nothing better, nothing better than you. Nothing better, nothing better than you. Nothing better, nothing better than you.
We just heard the song Nothing Better by Brown Eyed Soul. It is a wonderful song. It is a classic song, and everyone was singing the song like 4 years ago as like their talents. Like, hey, can you sing something? Okay, I'll sing this song. Nothing better. And everyone was doing it, and it's a whole thing. Anyways, it's time to wrap up our first hour. In the second hour, we will be back with Karen for All That K. So, to wrap things up for our first hour, of course, I'm going to let you hear another classic song, the song that Kirine of Thailand requested, Take a Bow by Rihanna, and I will be right back.
Put on quite a show, really had me going. Now it's time to go. Curtains finally closing. That was quite a show, very entertaining. But it's over now. But it's over now. Go on and take the bow.
Music Access.
Here we go, starting up the second hour of Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G. Soon we'll take some time to talk about what's going on with our K-pop stars and K-dramas with All That K. Cameron will join us in the studio for that in just a bit. Before that, here's how you can listen and participate. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone and send us messages using the comment function, or listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now, after checking out a song, we'll come back with Cameron for All That K. And we're going to check out the song Lonely by N Flying. Want to know more about K-pop?
Want to know more about K-dramas?
Want to know more about K-culture? All okay on All That K! Hello, Karen.
Hello, Benji.
I like your sweater.
Oh, thank you.
It's pretty.
I like
it's,
this
It's mint color.
Yeah.
I like mint color.
I like mint too.
I like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, really? It tastes like toothpaste.
I see that. It's a very controversial flavor. All right, so how was your weekend?
My weekend was busy.
Really? What'd you do?
Oh, it was busy. So on Saturday, it was my nephew's 100th day anniversary.
The 돌잔치 they call it, right?
백일잔치.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
the 100,
I lied.
100 day anniversary thing. So we went to, they live in Incheon. So we went over and
So
we had a little party.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday was our wedding anniversary.
Woo! How many years?
Oh my goch, don't ask me that.
Oh, just kidding.
2008.
Oh, so about
how
7.
many? Yeah, so it's our 7th, and oh my goodness, it's our 7th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah, so we didn't do anything special, but we just went out and had dinner with the
Wine?
kids.
Oh.
With the kids. We had beer.
I don't know why. That's not funny at all. Like, it's just, you can have beer, you can have wine. But something about this, I don't know.
With the kids. With beer.
That's what happens when you become a parent, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't plan on doing anything, but I didn't want to cook. So that's why we went out.
So you gotta have some beer with the kids.
Yeah.
Not beer with the kids. Beer and kids.
And kids, yes.
No, beer with kids next to you.
Yes.
Because beer and kids is something totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a pretty busy weekend. What about you? How was your weekend?
Practice.
Practice.
We're coming back
When?
on November. Sometime in November.
Okay,
I can't say specifically.
Okay, sometime in November.
Yes.
So busy.
Yes.
Oh.
And FX is coming back.
Ooh.
They already released a teaser.
Oh, really?
I like FX.
Yeah, I like FX too.
I think everyone likes FX. And what else is there? Who else is, and I don't know. I think that's about it for K-pop news.
Okay, IU came back.
Oh, I haven't listened to her song yet, actually.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why. Summer said? Or Cheshire Cat or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to that.
At some point. We'll play it on the radio, I'm sure.
Okay.
Alright, so if you could choose one of the following as a special bonus, which would you choose?
Oh, we're talking about special bonuses.
Just for you. I designed these just for you.
Okay.
Because these aren't my kind of bonuses.
Okay.
Alright, so number 1.
Okay.
A full body massage and one night stay for one at a luxury hotel.
For one?
Yes.
Not for two?
Not for 2.
Okay, for one.
Number 2. A 7-day trip for one to a destination you want to travel to in Europe. Hotel, lodging, and food is all paid for.
So this is just for one.
This is still for one.
Okay.
Or number 3, a 3-day family trip to a resort in Southeast Asia.
Okay.
Okay, and number 4, vacation schmaycation, a voucher for a 90% discount at the department store.
Ooh.
And number 5,
Number 5.
$300 in cold hard cash.
You know what? I'm going to go for number 2.
Oh, number 2.
A 7-day trip for one to a destination you want to travel to in Europe.
Oh, you're gonna leave the kids and the husband behind, even though you just passed your wedding anniversary.
Yeah, because you know what? Once you hit this, the 7-year mark, you're married, you have 2 kids, you need some alone time.
You do.
Yeah, and one day, although the luxury hotel package does sound pretty good, one day is not going to be enough for me.
That's
so
true.
7 days, all alone, maybe somewhere really nice in Europe. I don't know. Italy was really nice.
Italy.
Spain was really nice too.
Paris is nice.
Paris is nice. I liked Spain better though.
I like London as well.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't been to London.
London's nice.
Maybe London will be a nice place to go to.
You know what's surprising? This is gonna sound really weird for me to say this. London has really good Chinese food.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I heard London has very good everywhere food because
It
they
does.
don't really have good London food.
They have good crumpets.
Okay.
All right, so continuing on, what's your runner-up choice? Or actually, you know, do you have a runner-up?
Well,
What
like
if we
I
put
said,
number 5 to $1,000?
luxury hotels, $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think, you know, the 90% discount,
Mm-hmm.
if you buy something really, really big, that might be worth more than $1,000.
I don't know. Is there anything in department store that's worth? Oh, a washing machine.
What are you talking about? You could go to the luxury store and get like a really nice, like a C brand bag or, you know, a nice watch.
Or you could get a washing machine that has a dryer included. You know how important that is? You know, just
Yeah,
as
they
guys.
are expensive.
We live, I don't know, because they're over 1,000, right? Probably in Korea.
Yeah.
So think about this, as guys,
But I already have a washing machine.
Does it have a dryer in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the combined one?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you usually don't use dryers here in Korea though.
I know, that's the problem.
Yeah.
though.
Why?
Because it never dries. You know, in my dorm, we wash it, then it takes like 2 days to just dry on the rack. It
Really?
doesn't dry that well for some reason.
You're not living
And
in
it comes
a very
out wrinkly. Because
Well,
it's
you-
folded over.
Well, when you're you know putting it out on the rack, do you do the you know?
Yeah, but it's still you still have the main crease in the middle when you're drying it.
That's weird.
Am I doing it wrong?
Yeah, I think you're doing. Do you use fabric softener?
I don't know.
You should use fabric.
I actually don't wash the clothes. My members do. There's a reason for this, guys. I'm not being selfish, but because I end up leaving earlier than they do for various schedules and all that stuff.
So you're the busier one.
Yeah, so they do it for me sometimes. Well, you know, we take turns.
Okay.
All right, so before my image gets even worse.
Okay. Wow.
It's time to find out our topic for this week's All That K.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about stars' hidden talents that have been revealed through variety shows.
You know, Henry has heart-shaped nostrils.
That's not a hidden talent.
That is a hidden talent.
Okay, well, speaking of Henry, actually, we're going to talk about something that's related to Henry and you. You know what I'm talking about.
Our names rhyme, Henry and Benji.
Henry, your names don't rhyme.
In Korean, they do. Henry, Benji.
That still doesn't rhyme.
That's a hidden talent, too.
Oh,
Finding
gosh.
rhymes in Korean. What are we talking about?
We're talking about that show that you guys were on.
Oh, that show.
Yeah, that show.
The one that had 2 seasons. The one where the first season I came out really well, and the second season I didn't come out at all.
What? Yeah, we're talking about that show.
Yeah, the 언제나 cantare or whatever cantare.
Yeah,
Always cantare.
Yeah, always cantare. That show where everyone comes out with, you know, an instrument.
Yeah.
A musical instrument.
Yeah.
And we find out all these people are very talented
Oh, yeah.
musically.
Not all. Some.
Some.
Yeah.
But more talented than we thought.
You know what was surprising for me about that program was going out there. I didn't know this many idols played instruments.
Exactly.
And then you go out there and you're like, you do this?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
do this?
Exactly.
It's like, oh.
Oh.
And then it's just like, oh, but you know.
But then if you think about it, you know, if you're Asian, and then if you're from like the US or I guess maybe Canada too, if you have Asian parents, they're usually very driven.
Either you play an instrument or you play a sport.
Yeah.
Or
both.
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Usually you do both.
Maybe.
Like soccer. and
So
then
what do
you
your
an
kids do?
instrument.
Or what do
Well,
you
my
plan to
kids-
have your kids do?
Well, our son, he already takes art lessons.
Oh.
And he's probably going to take piano lessons soon.
Benzino in the house.
But I mean, he's still very young. He's only 4. He's turning 5.
I started
so-
violin at 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe do you think I'm late?
I think it really depends on his drive. You know,
But the thing is,
mhm.
I was always, because I also play the cello, and I thought that with string instruments you have to start a little later when you have that ear.
No.
My son doesn't have an ear because when he sings,
Mm-hmm.
he's tone deaf. So that's why I wanted him to learn the piano first, because when he sings in one key.
Oh. Cool. If you ever need lessons, you know, let me know.
Yeah.
All right, so Karen's kids. I'm sorry, man. Don't worry.
But I know that I think it kind of runs in the family because I heard my father-in-law sing. He's tone deaf.
That might explain it.
Yeah, so I was thinking, maybe he gets it from him. But I don't know. I'll have to see because I'm not exactly sure because he's still very young. Yeah, so I was thinking, maybe he needs to get some lessons.
Maybe.
Because he likes music.
He does like music.
Yeah, he likes music. So I'm going to see and then we're gonna try to find out. Because you can still, you don't have to sing. You can still play the piano and be tone deaf. But I think string instruments a little difficult though. Yeah, because you have to have that ear.
It's true.
Yeah, it's hard. But anyways, going back to the show,
Yes.
we find out that this show, a lot of idol stars have this musical talent.
Yeah.
They're very talented.
Yeah.
You were one of them.
I
Henry
am.
is one of them.
Yeah.
So this program, there were 2 seasons,
Yes.
like we mentioned. It aired in 2014. Was that the first season?
That was the season 1.
And then the second season aired
2015 in like May through something.
so earlier this year,
yeah,
right?
it started in July. earlier
Right.
This year.
Right. So I always wanted to ask, 금난세, he's such a famous person.
I didn't know who he was when I started.
You didn't know who? Oh my. Okay, so maybe he's only famous. He's not only famous in Korea, though.
He is famous, but the thing is, when I was doing violin, I was more focused on the violinists. I didn't know a lot of
Exactly.
conductors, and especially
Right.
coming to Korea,
So
I
you
lost
weren't
track
more
of
like
music.
orchestra. You were more solo.
And I
right?
remember when I first came to Korea, or when I first did the audition there, we went to the digital media city where they have all these broadcast stations. We're doing the audition, and I do my audition. Then they have an interview afterwards. And this is my first ever interview by myself, not with my members. And I didn't speak Korean that well then. It was worse than I was now.
Okay.
So like, hey, so how do you think you did? I think I did okay. And it's like, hey, do you know who Kumnanse is? I was like, who's that?
Oh my gosh, you said that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised they actually kept you.
It didn't go out on the air.
Chip, it got cut.
A lot of my stuff got anyways.
Anyways, so you were, in an orchestra.
Yes.
With a real orchestra, right?
It was a
The
real orchestra. There were other
members
musicians.
real orchestra.
There was Henry was on there. There was 제국의 Idols. 희철형 was on there. 정희철. The season 1 also had Hani in it. It had 혜린이 from EXID. There was what other idols were there? There was Rome from C-Clown, or I guess there was C-Clown. Sam Hamilton was on there. Sam McSherry was on there.
So not all of them were
Idols.
Not all of them were idols, and not all of them played musical instruments as long as you and Henry did, right?
I think me and Henry were the only ones with that much musical experience. A lot of that was I played a year when I was 12.
When you were
a lot of that was
little, right?
But then it was interesting for that program was you could see the improvement because season 2 rehearsed I think once or twice a week. Season 1 we rehearsed 3 times a week.
Oh, 3 times a
So
week.
much practice.
Really? Wow.
It was a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
And then you heard the first rehearsal and you're like, how are you ever going to perform? You kind of think that, but then over time, people get better. You practice more.
That's kind of like, there was another program where just people who could sing well, they came together as a choir and they would sing together. And at first you're like, oh my gosh, how are they going to sing together?
Yeah.
But then at the end, you're
works out.
really amazed at
It's
the
pretty crazy.
improvement.
Yeah.
And when people get together, it's just amazing how the improvement that really takes place over a period of time. It's kind of, that process is what really moves people, I think.
I think
Not
so.
just the music, but that entire process as
It
well.
was stressful.
I'm sure it was.
I was stressful. I had to get makeup done.
Oh, okay, that was stressful?
That was very stressful.
Okay, but the music part was a piece of cake?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good.
No, it wasn't a piece of cake, but it was interesting because we had to collaborate with other people.
But how was it? I mean, I can't imagine just, because I've played in an orchestra before, but it was just, school stuff. But I can't imagine just being in an orchestra with Kumnanse as your conductor. He's he's a world famous conductor, like I said. Or although you didn't know who he
working
was.
with him was not the stressful part.
Really?
You know what the
Was he
stressful part
easy
was?
to work with?
Working with Bang Mil-soo.
Oh, really? Why?
Because he's such a big 선배.
Oh,
That's
so
what it
was
is for me,
Did he
'cause
act
I'm
like
not-
a 선배?
He does.
Oh,
here's the thing.
Was he go get water?
No. It's not like that. I mean, because idol-wise, I was the 신인 idol. I was the newest idol there. But besides that, as a musician, I wasn't worried. Because this isn't a professional orchestra.
Right.
This isn't, Juilliard trained orchestra coming
Right.
in. You have to fit in. This is, we just got people together. But then I went there as an idol, which was what was stressful for me. So I had to keep holding myself in, not talking.
Wait, but didn't you have to, because, I'm sure the music part wasn't stressful, but you had to kind of let yourself be known.
That's what's hard. When I first started the program, I didn't know how to do that. I always thought I was supposed to be quiet and be respectful. That's what I thought.
Oh.
It was
So
weird.
you kind of missed your chance to shine then.
But because of that program, actually, the editing
People got
was
to
done
know
really well.
you better, right?
It was a lot better.
I mean, it's just someone who plays the violin that well in itself, an idol who knows how to play the violin that well, it's kind of an issue.
They called me the second Henry.
The second.
They called me the second Henry. It was pretty fun.
So who do you think plays better, you or Henry?
I think I respect Henry too much to really respond to this question, but I think Henry is a real artist. You know, he plays not only the violin well, he plays the piano
plays
really well.
other instruments?
He composes, he dances, he does all this stuff, and at the same time, he's also doing his own, yeonung. You know, the variety shows. He's really, really good on that too. So you really gotta give respect to that guy.
Oh,
you know,
very
he
political
is
answer.
really someone to really look forward to, and someone I have a lot to learn from. But hopefully, I'll do it with my own flair.
That was a mean question.
That
Sorry
was a
about
mean question. No, it's okay. I got asked that a lot. A lot. So much.
I'm sure you do.
It did. All right. Yes.
Okay.
So, Shai brought, so,
Should we listen?
should we?
Yeah?
Should we?
Are you gonna play for us?
Yes.
Right
so,
now?
Yeah, so it says 오늘 바이올린 가져왔던데.
Yeah.
So it says, so you did bring your violin, and so I actually had to bring it in for something afterwards.
Right?
But I brought it in, so why don't we...
Let's listen.
Well, let's hear Karen perform the violin.
Woo!
I said Karen.
Me?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to hear like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star,
Can you play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
maybe.
Okay, so I have the violin here, and I'll play you a little bit of what I performed at the Always Cantare.
What was your finale song?
It was. Do you know the
Vivaldi? Four
Summer.
Seasons? Oh. Ooh. Do you have time to practice? Like,
I almost didn't. At the time, I was like practicing like way late into the night, early in the morning, just because I'd have other schedules that day.
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
practice, I'd have lessons, and then I'd go to this rehearsal that I barely had time to practice for. Then I have to do this, so this was really, really stressful, just putting all this stuff together.
So for you right now, like, is the violin something that you go to when you're really stressed?
No.
Is it no?
For me, violin, it used to be an outlet, but now for me, in terms of, I'm focused on a different kind of music. So that kind of music is stuff, when I'm stressed, I write lyrics. I make melodies to songs.
Okay.
And that's kind of my thing as it is now. So, I'd say, I'm still involved with music, my life, but it's a different genre that is starting to go around.
But do you feel like so you don't have as much time to practice?
No.
So do you feel like your skills are kind of getting
Oh,
rusty?
definitely. It does get rusty if you don't practice because, I've done this for 14 years straight. But
Yeah.
so I'll never lose it, I feel like.
Yeah. It's like
but
riding a
at the
bike.
same time, if I want to become a professional at it, that's going to take a long time. And even if I have a performance, I do need to practice a lot, as much as possible before I get on there.
Yeah.
It's a very different lifestyle now.
Yeah, it is a different
It is.
lifestyle.
But it's still fun. All right, so why don't we take a song break?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to check out the song 밤과 막사이 Between Night and Music by B.I.G. and be right back.
1,400 feet, still looking very good.
We just heard 밤과 막사이 Between Night and Music by B.I.G. What do you think of the song, Karen?
I like the song.
Yeah!
Yeah.
All right, so we're here with Karen on our Monday Corner, All That K. We're talking about stars, hidden talents revealed through variety shows.
Yeah.
And, of course, we can't talk about hidden talents without stopping by Henry and Real Man and Next Slice. Now, moving on to our actual programming.
Okay. Well,
By the way, that was totally natural. Not me saying it, but the Next Slice.
okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Let me catch my breath here. So the the next person or people that we're gonna talk about.
Yes.
It's not really a hidden talent. It's more like they were born with it.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't call people who are smart. Just it's not their talent.
Isn't
They were
that
just
interesting, though?
Born smart, right?
Isn't that interesting, though? Because technically speaking, if you're talented at music, you were born that way.
If you're talented at music, you're born that way.
Right?
Yeah, but then with music, there's also you do have to put in a lot of effort. But then when we say someone is like a genius, we usually think, oh, they were kind of born that way.
I used to be a genius.
You used to be.
I
You're
used
not
to be.
anymore.
And then I got dumber as I grew up.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I have no
How
idea.
did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just stuff like that happens. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding about being a genius, but I'm kidding about me getting dumber.
Okay.
Dum 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 dum. All right, so our next person that we're gonna talk about, the hip hop artist,
Yeah.
/ rapper from the popular Dope Jeonun 방탄소년단
Dope
group,
I like that.
Thank you.
방탄소년단.
Rapper.
BTS. Yep.
Rap
Monster.
Monster,
That's
and
right.
Block B's Bakgyong.
Yeah, that's right. They're kind of so they're known as 뇌생남 here in Korea.
Brain colored men.
No, 뇌생남 as in sexy brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
뇌가 섹시한 남자.
Exactly.
got it.
I still don't get that. How can your brain be sexy? I don't get that.
How can your brain not be sexy? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
If you can respond to that question, you answered the first question.
I can't respond to that question.
I don't know how to respond either.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's this TV show called 문제적 남자.
Yes.
It's I don't know how could you translate that?
Problematic men.
Problematic men.
Men-
Anyways,
men and
so
problems.
so men, smart guys get together. They solve questions.
Yes.
and they kind of they're trying to play with their wits.
Yes.
They're trying to see who's the smartest. A lot of smart guys are on there. And when you think, with idol stars, I'm not trying to say, that they're not smart, but you don't think of them as being geniuses, obviously. They dance and they sing and they make music, but we don't think of them as being book smart.
In terms of academia.
Exactly. We don't think of them as being book smart. But it turns out that some of them really are.
Yes.
Like Rap Monster. Apparently he was, in Korea they have a ranking system. So we always like to say, oh, 반에서 1등. So he's like number one in
his
class.
room. Yeah.
Number one. And they like to do percentages. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's in the top 1%.
It's a very ranking
It's a tough academic
system.
academic
Ranking
environment.
system, yeah.
Exactly. But he was always number one in his class in middle school. And apparently he never he was always number one, although he went to like all these underground like performances and stuff as a hobby during his middle school days with these older guys. And he did music. When he was in high school, he was within the top 1%. There's a TOEIC test. You would do really well on the TOEIC test. It's a test for English skills.
Oh, okay.
You would do very well. But for people who live in Korea, Korean's our first language, so English is our second language.
True.
So it's a test that everyone has to take to get to school or get into a really good job. And he scored a perfect score on that.
Well, he lived in New Zealand, though.
Oh, he lived in. I thought that was.
From what I heard, Rap Monster lived in New Zealand for a few years.
Okay, then that's not a big deal then.
No, but we have to make it a big deal.
Okay, it is a big deal.
It's a big deal, guys. It's a big deal.
It's a big deal if you score a perfect score.
That's true. Even my friend who took it as a joke was from the States.
It's like, it's like the SATs. When, for example, people who studied in Korea a lot of times score better than people who just lived in the States for all their lives. It's kind of like
It's
that.
crazy.
Exactly. The verbal part.
Verbal.
So he was always good at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently his IQ is 148. You too?
Yeah. You too?
No. I don't know what my IQ is.
I bet it's above 100.
Huh. I think when I was in elementary school, in first grade, I took the test and I think it was like 138, but I don't know.
Ooh, that's good.
I don't know.
That's
after
pretty
that.
good.
Probably, I think I dumbed down after that too.
Dum 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 dum. Okay, what about our Bakgyong?
Bakgyong, he is, so Rap Monster is the sexy brain, but apparently Bakgyong's called 뇌요미, so he's like the cute brain.
Ah.
Yeah, apparently he's like the cute guy on there, and he answers all the questions. A lot of people on the show, they're saying, "Oh, he's even better than Rap Monster."
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's been doing very
honestly,
well.
though, I feel like rapping and being intelligent kind of go hand in hand to a certain extent.
Because you have to be like on the spot. That's why they say comedians are really smart.
Yes, I
'Cause you
heard
have to be,
Chon Yeon-moo, who's also on that show,
Chon
is
Yeon-moo
very smart.
is known to be smart.
Right?
He's like what I heard. Well, first of all, his mother. She made him study a lot when he was in school. So he went to a good school. He went to a good university, and then he got into, in Korea it's very difficult to get into those broadcasting systems,
of course.
the K broadcasting,
Yeah.
N broadcasting. He got into K broadcasting system. He got into one of the major newspaper publishing companies, and he got into Y broadcasting, I think. He got into 3 at the same time.
That's pretty good.
It's really good. I don't think anyone's done that before. So he's very smart.
He's a nice
very
guy.
smart. And you can tell because he's very spontaneous. He's very quick.
That's why he's a
very
good
witty.
MC.
Exactly. So, anyways. So Chon Yeon-moo's on that show too.
Yes.
So
Lots
I guess,
of smart guys and sexy guys.
Yeah, I guess they do have a sexy brain. Okay, I kind of get it.
I think it's because you think Chon Yeon-moo was sexy.
No,
I think so.
No, he's so not my style.
Anyways, alright, so we're gonna take a quick song break before we come back, and we're gonna check out the song 보통 연애 by 박경 featuring 박보람, and be right back.
I'm confused, boy.
이런 걱정 바보 같은 거 알아. 근데 사실은 말이야 이건 너 변할까봐 혼자 먼저 하는 자기 반론 같은 거야. 그러니 나와 같을 거라고 말해줘. 어린애같이 유치한 날 달래줘. Baby I gotta go. 나 반복이더라도 다시 제자리로 온대도 I don't leave her. Ay, 날 들었다 놨다 하는 너 보통이 아닌 girl.
Oh boy, 너의 행동, 말투나 표정 이상형과 달라도 자꾸 끌리는데 어쩌겠어. 날 들었다 놨다 하는 너 보통이 아닌 걸 I can feel it.
We just heard the song 보통 연애 by 박경 featuring 박보람. I like 박보람.
Yeah.
And the Naomi.
Naomi.
It's like Naomi. It's like Naomi. He's the Naomi of Block B. Alright, so our next talent is...
Stars Hidden Talent. Well, this isn't really okay. I guess kind of being stupid might be a talent too. There's just no nice way to say this, but this is a really big hit these days. We talk about this show a lot, Infinity Challenge.
Of course.
They had the series that they're doing right now. It's called Pabo Avengers.
Stupid Avengers.
Exactly. So they're picking the fools.
Yes.
Which is kind of mean, but it's really funny.
I bet it'll be funny.
Yeah, it's really funny. So they're picking people that are not so bright, but they're still very talented. And Sorbi was on this show. And Sorbi, she's not known as, she's not a genius, of course, but she's not stupid.
Yes.
But the thing is, what amazed people was that over the weekend, this was a really big deal because she, on test questions, apparently she has this talent where if she is given a multiple choice question, she doesn't know the answer to the question, but she can pick the right answer.
That's talent.
Yeah, that's talent.
I wish I had that talent when I took the SATs.
So apparently, Kim Gora was on that show as well, and he actually solved the question, and she just picked, she just randomly picked the answers, and she got more answers correct than Kim Gora did.
Kim Gora's a smart guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up, guys. This is not a talent.
This is a talent that I wish I had.
I don't know. Would you want this talent, though?
This talent combined with brains, you'd be unstoppable.
I feel like if you had brains, you wouldn't need this talent. Anyway, so we have Sorbi's multiple choice talents. We had, we had the Rap Monster, Park Young's Sexy Brains, and Cute Brains. And we had, of course,
the musical talent.
The musical god, Benji of B.I.G., along with, Henry and a bunch of other people. So, any other talents you want to reveal? Do you have a talent about yourself that you want to reveal?
My talent? No.
I can wiggle my ears.
Oh, really?
I can.
Let's see it.
You can't see it on the camera, though, because the movement's kind of small, but yeah.
I can't tell. I don't know what kind of talent do I have.
Can you wiggle your nostrils? Do you have long nose hairs?
No.
Then we'll find out next time on
Okay.
All That K.
I'll have to think about it. I'll think about it over the week.
Please do.
Okay.
All right, so Sid and Karen and I, we're going to check out the song Let's Get Lost by Carly Rae Jepsen, and I will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We just heard Let's Get Lost by Carly Rae Jepsen, and it's time to reveal the answer for AA Music Quiz from the first hour, and the answer is not I love it, but I love it. I like it, but I love it. I think I said I love it twice. But anyways, thank you everyone for participating in today's AA Music Quiz. Congratulations to Unmi from Canada, Shreya Talukta from Bangladesh, Tony from Italy, Leontio from Singapore, and Niabu from the USA, who says, I don't like Adida. I love it, love it, love it. And that's the answer. Haha. I'll be waiting tomorrow with another quiz and Benji hint, so look forward to that. And let's share some more messages sent in to us by our listeners. A quick one. Jeannie Carr from Canada saying it's Monday. Hope y'all have a good week ahead of y'all. Can't wait till your comeback, Benji. Me neither. Alright, so now we're going to check out two songs requested by our listeners now, starting with the song Unmi of Canada requested. Congratulations on getting it right. Bounce by Boyfriend. And Simeon Oana of Romania requested Kdero, Come As You Are by Uptension. We just heard Bounce by Boyfriend, followed by Kudero by Uptension. I like that song. It's a very chill song, and Uptension, we're the same shop as Uptension, so, we chillin'. When we go over to the shop and we see them, we're like, oh, sup. Now I should find someone that I can chill with. Alright, so it is time to say goodbye for today. Our last song is On and On by Somo. This was Benji of B.I.G. And as I always say, I will be back. When I'm out on the